My dear sisters, before you say the word divorce, before you send that message to your family, before you pack a bag in the middle of the night with shaking hands, please pause and listen to this reminder properly. Because sometimes you're not actually asking for divorce. You're asking for relief. You're asking for your home to feel safe again. You're asking for your heart to stop living in constant tension. And I know some of you are exhausted, not tired in a normal way. You are tired in your soul. You're tired of repeating the same conversation that ends the same way. Tired of trying to explain yourself to someone who doesn't understand you. Tired of feeling like you're alone even though you're married. You smile in front of people, you keep the house running, you take care of children, you fulfill responsibilities, but inside you feel unheard, unseen, and sometimes even unwanted. And then shaitan whispers, end it, walk away. This will never change. So let me start with a question that is uncomfortable, but very important. What is the one habit, yours or his, that is slowly pushing this marriage toward divorce? Is it shouting? Is it silent treatment? Is it disrespectful words? Is it constant suspicion? Is it comparing you to others? Is it ego where nobody apologizes? Is it outside interference where family becomes the third person in your marriage? Because many marriages don't collapse in one day. They collapse through one repeated habit that becomes normal until love dies and only duty remains. Now, I want you to do two things right now before we continue. First, in the comments, write one word describing what you're facing. Angry, silent, cold, disrespect, neglect, or unsafe. Just one word. Because when you name the problem, you stop suffering in confusion. And second, if you want support from this community, comment, I love Allah. Not as a slogan, not as a trend, but as a reminder to your own heart that Allah sees you. Allah knows your tears. Allah knows what you never told anyone. And Allah is able to change what feels impossible. And my sister, I need to say this clearly with love and responsibility. If you are facing physical violence, threats, forced captivity, or serious harm, your safety comes first. Islam does not ask you to remain in danger and call it patience. Get support, involve trusted family, community elders and professionals, and contact emergency services in your country if needed. This reminder is not to push you back into harm. It is to help you think clearly and choose wisely. Now, if your situation is not immediate danger, but it's constant arguments, harsh words, emotional coldness, or repeated disrespect, then listen carefully. Because yes, divorce is halal, and sometimes it becomes the right decision. Islam is not a prison, but Islam also teaches us not to make permanent decisions in temporary storms. Some choices made in pain can become regrets. So today I want to give you a calm, practical, real-life roadmap. What to check, what to try, what to protect before you take a step that changes everything. The first thing I want you to do is separate the issue from the emotion. Right now your emotion is saying, I can't take it anymore. And maybe you truly can't. You are overwhelmed. You are drained. But ask yourself, what exactly is breaking you? Is it his anger? Is it his silence? Is it another woman? Is it addiction? Is it financial irresponsibility? Is it constant insults? Is it in-laws interfering every day? Is it lack of intimacy and companionship? Because many people say, I want divorce, when the real sentence is, I want this specific pain to stop. When you name the pain clearly, you stop fighting in the dark. And when you stop fighting in the dark, you can finally choose the right solution instead of the most dramatic one. And my sister, once you identify the real problem, the second step becomes very important. Never decide your future in the peak of your anger. I know how it happens in every house. A small thing starts it. The tone becomes sharp. He says something that stabs your heart. You reply, he replies, then you feel disrespected and you say, that's it, I'm done. The whole night you can't sleep. Your chest feels tight. You replay the words again and again. And in that moment, divorce feels like the only door to breathe. But the Prophet, some taught us that real strength is not overpowering others, it is controlling yourself when angry. He warned us about anger because anger makes you blind. So give yourself a pause window. If it's safe, give it 24 hours, give it 72 hours, give it 1 week. Not to ignore the issue, but to come out of the storm so you can see clearly. Now, the third step is where many marriages either heal or break. Speak about the problem in the right way, at the right time. Timing is wisdom. If you confront him when he walks in tired, hungry, already stressed, it's like throwing a match into dry grass. Then when he explodes, you say, see, he doesn't care. Sometimes he cares, but he is emotionally blocked in that moment. So choose a calm time. And when you start softly. Don't begin with you always and you never. Those words push a man into defense mode immediately. Begin with, I need to talk to you about something that is hurting me. I want us to fix it, not fight over it. Allah describes marriage as affection and mercy. He placed between you love and mercy. If your words are attacking, mercy leaves the room. But if your words are honest and controlled, mercy has a chance to return. And let me give you a real life example that happens in almost every home. A wife says, you don't give me time. The husband hears, you're a failure. He becomes harsh. But what she actually means is, I miss you. I miss being important to you. When you speak from the wound instead of the weapon, hearts soften. When you approach like a teammate, not an enemy, you give him a chance to respond like a husband, not like a rival. Now the fourth step is crucial because some sisters keep trying to fix the marriage alone, and that drains the soul. Islam gives a solution for this. Bring help before it breaks completely. Allah tells us in the Quran that if you fear a split between them, appoint an arbitrator from his family and one from her family. If they desire reconciliation, Allah will bring it about. This means you don't suffer quietly until you explode. You involve wise people early, not late. Not the ones who will add fire, but the ones who will bring calm. Sometimes just having a third presence changes everything because a person realizes this is serious. I can't keep hurting my spouse and calling it normal. And choose the right people. Don't involve someone who hates your husband. Don't involve someone who loves drama. Involve someone who fears Allah, who understands marriages, who can advise without humiliating either side. Because the goal is not to expose him. The goal is to protect the home and protect your heart. Now the fifth step is where many people misunderstand patience. Some think patience means staying silent while being crushed. No. Islam never asked you to tolerate oppression. Patience is not accepting disrespect as your destiny. Patience is doing the right thing with dignity. So you must set boundaries clearly. If he shouts, you say calmly, I will talk when we are calm. If he insults, you say, I will not accept this language. If he threatens, you step away and get help. Boundaries are not arrogance. Boundaries are protection. Allah tells us to live together in kindness. And if separation happens, even that should happen with kindness, not with harm, revenge, and humiliation. Now, the sixth step is practical and powerful. Try a structured 3-0-day reset before you finalize a permanent decision. If your situation is safe enough to try. Not a fake reset where you pretend everything is fine. A real reset where both agree on changes. One issue, one plan, one timeline. If the problem is anger, agree that when voices rise, both pause and return later. If the problem is neglect, agree on a small daily connection, 10 minutes after dinner with phones away. If the problem is harsh words, agree that insults are not allowed. And if they happen, the conversation ends immediately. If in-laws are interfering, agree on a boundary as a couple. This reset brings the marriage out of chaos and into structure. Because many homes are not destroyed by one big disaster. They are destroyed by thousands of small moments, sarcasm, coldness, ignoring, shouting, and then pretending nothing happened. The reset is like repairing cracks before the wall collapses. Now the seventh step is the deepest one. Check your own heart too, not to blame yourself, but to free yourself. Ask yourself, am I reacting or am I responding? Am I constantly bringing up the past? Am I speaking in a way that humiliates him? And also ask, have I been silent about my needs until I reached a breaking point? Sometimes our patterns become part of the fire even if we didn't start it. And when you correct your part, you don't become smaller, you become stronger. You become someone who can say, I want peace, but I won't accept harm. I will be kind, but I will not be crushed. This balance is powerful. And alongside all of this, do not forget the spiritual side. Make dua in the last third of the night. Ask Allah to guide your spouse, to remove arrogance, to place mercy. Pray istikhara when you are truly torn. Because guidance is not only in logic, it is also in Allah opening doors and closing doors with mercy. Sometimes Allah softens a heart unexpectedly. And sometimes Allah shows you clearly that peace lies in separation. Either way, you want Allah to lead you, not your anger, not family pressure, not social media, not shaitan. And if after all of this you reach the point where divorce is necessary, then remember, Islam still teaches dignity. If separation happens, let it happen with ihsan. No games, no character assassination. No using children as weapons, no spreading secrets. You protect your honor, you protect his honor, you protect the children's hearts. You walk away clean because you fear Allah. And sometimes that is the greatest victory, leaving a painful situation the right way. My dear sister, if this reminder touched you, comment one word describing what you're facing. Angry, silent, cold, disrespect, neglect, or unsafe. And if you want support from this community, comment, I love Allah. Not as a slogan, but as a reminder to your heart that Allah is with you. May Allah place mercy in your home, guide your husband, heal what is broken, protect you from harm, and grant you a decision that brings peace in this life and the next. Ameen.